Okay, today's Friday. I know it's the weekend coming up. Um, Getting some feedback that some of the content has been a little challenging. I don't even know why I'm making this video because I'm looking at my views on YouTube and nobody watched the video today. 9 people yesterday, 3, 7. So you guys are complaining that work is too hard to do, but you're not using the resources that are there. If you are finally watching, thank you. This should definitely make it easier. I know that this is not the ideal situation. You guys got to get over this, stop resisting, and use the resources that are there. Um, the alternative is I just give you reading and writing assignments every day, and that's maybe what is going to have to be done. I guess look forward to that. Just be bored by reading and writing and not creating anything. So if you sense a little um, I guess, shortness in my tone. That's because I'm trying to allow you guys to create things, and you're not using the resources available to you. You're just kind of fighting against it and looking for ways to not do it. Seems like. But in any event, I'm going to move on with the section of our lesson today, which is creating the locks. Um, if you go back and look at the directions, which I did give you, and I'll continue putting in here, I'm going to go to the classroom from today just to make sure that I had that in there. I gave you guys a Word document, or Google Doc rather, that has all the directions in it. I'm really trying to give you as much instruction on this as possible in video form and in written form as well. So planning and procedures, all right, this section here that we're going to talk about today is creating your locks. Actually, let me make sure I have it in there. Also, I did put a new updated video there about creating the hotspots. So you can just use a shape for that and change the transparency to 0 on both. So I think this should be quick today with creating your form. So I'm going to go into my folder to try to keep things organized. We're going to go to this escape room folder, and from there, but it really doesn't matter, you can make it anywhere in your drive. You can organize things where as you like to. So all I'm going to do is go to Drive, do more forms, and I'm just going to make a simple form here, right? So you could call this escape room locks. And what makes this type of form different from other forms, so just collecting information, is we're going to use what's called a variable data. So um, you can keep it really simple, or you can make it complicated. So I think in the example, they just put like 4-letter lock. Now this makes your viewer kind of dig for the answer a little bit more and guess. Um, So what's happening here is short text. What you want to do, only thing that makes this different, is you click on the dots and do response validation. So we're going to say text because that's what you'd want the person to put in. Or you could use numbers or other things, but I think text is the easiest. And then this is basically the answer. So if our lock was ball, I don't know why that came to mind. But so in order for somebody to get through this, then they have to put that in there. And you know, I think what they do a lot is put it just, this is kind of like a hint here. So it's going to be all caps. All right. So in order to submit this survey, then they're going to have to complete that. So if we were to preview this, so 4-letter lock, if we put in cat, all right, and submit, nope, it can't be that, all right, but if instead we put in ball, then we can submit, all right, and that allows you to do it because the answer is correct. So you notice here that you did get it, and it just says it's been recorded. You can go also, and let me see if I can remember where this is. I would definitely recommend taking this off just in case people are using personal emails. And here's your custom answer. So you escaped quarantine. All right, maybe it would be if you did something like mine. All right, and that's it. So now if we were to go in here again and do preview, and we put in ball, do submit. Oh, so it is collecting email addresses also. We can turn that off if you want. I think it is useful though. And there we go. There's our message on there. All right, so that is the process for creating this form valid or response validation. So again, you should have 3 of these questions. You can, if you'd like to go in there and you can customize the theme. All right, you can change your color. You can put in a header image. I'm not going to require you to do all that, but if you do want to spend the time and make it a little more artistic, that would be the way to do that. If you do want to take off this email, you can take that also. And now if we preview this, it's not going to require you to put in your email address. All right, so that is the all that's entailed in making your locks. If we went back and then you wanted to create or put that onto your website, I'm just going to go to sites. I can filter my drive and select this one. I think I already have one in here, but yeah, so I do have one. But if I wanted to put in another one, I can just say, just go to drive, and it'd be nice if they allowed you to filter it in here. But if you go to recent, it should pop up there. Yeah, so all I'd have to do is just drag this into my layout. Let's see, I'm going to put it somewhere else just so it doesn't interfere. Come on. Usually these layouts scale so that you can add some extra room there. If I just do insert. Alright, so now it popped it in there, and you can resize it. Usually you can just drag it from over here, but if you notice, I just did insert at the bottom there. Alright, ask questions, let me know what's up with everybody. I do check your attendance forms, and that's where those questions are useful, so I can see them. I'm usually checking early in the morning, sometimes throughout the day, and then at night, because I know you guys sleep late. Alright, have a good day and weekend.